Okay, let's start the video. I'll be posting the Mega Man, and someone requested pick 5, so I'll be discussing that also. And last night, I don't mean last night, Tuesday night, draw. I mentioned I'm gonna be keeping these 18, 34, and 44 as a code for Mega Man. And as I go back to the Dster, about 520, I said I would be keeping those 18, 34, and 44. So if you see, look at the Dster, there's the number. Now the win number that came next, I mentioned, is 18. So 18, if I wrote correctly, was the Mega Man that came. Even though there was 3 numbers, the code came. The code came. One of the code came 18. So 18 came. Now I have 30. 30 also came down here on the bottom and right next to there. I'll put it over there, right next to the code. 33 is not in the Dster because too many double number. 55 also not in the Dster, and the Mega Ball 11 not in the Dster. But 64, was also not in that Dster right there. Let me see. Let me double check. Yes. Yeah. 64 was also not in the D. So last night's draw was bad draw for Mega Man, even though the code came, they skipped 34 on purpose. They skipped 44 on purpose. As you can see, they skipped 44 on purpose. They went from 33 to 55. It cannot be a coincidence that they skipped the 44 on purpose. Now, I would since 18 came, I would keep the 34 and 44 for tonight's draw as the code. Let's see if this Dster will continue doing. We'll keep this Dster for tonight's draw, and we'll see how good it does. Since they changed the game, Mega Man game, all the draws have been really bad so far. So because once the game changed, the game made change, or the style of the Mega Man change. They changed the pattern of the game. They changed the pattern of how numbers are being drawn. So we gotta recoup and keep track of how they are playing the numbers. Now let's go to the pick 5 for Mega Man. Let's go to a new slide. I'm gonna go to pick 5. Now on the pick 5 slide, I'm gonna do a pick 5 for Louisiana. Pick 5 for Louisiana. LA is Louisiana. So now let's look at the pick 5. Someone requested this video. Pick 5 for Louisiana. And we're gonna combine the triple, quad, and pent numbers. Triple, quad, and pent numbers. So let's look at the numbers for pick 5. Now we have January that has no number being drawn for pick 5. No number being drawn for pick 5 for January. Now on February, the number that are being drawn for February are 00098 and 48441. Now for March, I don't see any number being drawn for March either for triple numbers. So January and March don't have any triple numbers. In April, sorry about that. April, the pent and the triple, quad, or pent numbers, I combine all 3 of them because every other number is either double numbers or no match numbers, or double pair numbers for pick 4. So I'm not going to do that because there's less numbers, so you might as well combine the quad, the pen, and the triple numbers. Pen numbers are numbers that are unique. They're all the same digit. All 5 digits are the same digit, so I call it the pen numbers. So for April, we have 5, 4, 5, 5, 4. We have 2, 9, 2, 3, 2. And we have our quad number. Our quad number are 4, 0, 4, 4, 4. So we have one quad number so far. Now for May would be last month, with the most recent month. We have also a lot of triple numbers: 3, 3, 8, 3, 5, 1, 6, 6, 7, 6, 1, 6, 6, 7, 6, and I have 9, 4, 4, 9, 9, 4, 4, 4, 9. So we have 5 triple. We have 2 triple numbers for February, none for January, none for March, 2 triple numbers for April, and 1 quad number for April, and 3 triple numbers for May. Why are so many triple numbers coming for May? It's because none got drawn for March and January, so these triple numbers have to catch up. These numbers have to catch up. Now, if I look at the average triples, if I do my calculation correctly, and I do the average triples, quad, or pent, I combine all 3, make it easier. There will be 29.2 triples or quad, because the pent numbers are rare because there's only 10 pent numbers. So I do not worry about that one. If the pent number comes, then you get rich because they are hard to come by. So they don't come even a year. You won't even a year or 2 years, you won't see a pent number. So not going to even mention that. Just focus on the quad and the triple numbers. So if you combine that quad and triple numbers, I'm not worried about the pent. So even though the pent numbers factor in that, I will only advise you to focus on the triple and quad. So it'll be 29.2 triple quad per year for Louisiana. So each draw of 365 days, there'll be an average of 29.2 triple or quad. So if you add up all this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there'll be 8 triple. So before the year ends, there should be around 21 more triples or quad combined. Mostly triples. So now, how do you know which triples come? So I grouped the triple into 3 kinds of triple. You have consecutive pair triples, consecutive pair triples. It goes by, this one is considered pair triple because of the 8, 9, 9, 8. Okay, 9, 8. For example, 8, 7, 7, 6, and etc. So these are other consecutive pair triples. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to say it. You have 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, and 0, 9. So about 10 of them. And you also have full house triples. Full house triples. That means it's 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, and up to 9, 9. So 3, 3, and then 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, and 9, 9. So we have 1 consecutive pair of triples right here, 0, 0, 9, 8. And we have 2 full house triples, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 9, 9, 9, 4, 4, 9. So, and then the rest of the triples are, and then you have rest of the triples. I don't have a name for that, so I'm going to see rest of the triples. Rest of the triples. Now, even though I'm going to factor in the quad, also for the full house triple, I'm going to factor 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I can subtract 10 of them from the full house triple. So if I subtract 10 of them, there will be 800 minus 10, because since you don't count 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 as a full house triple because it's unique. So I will subtract them. So 800 minus 10, because they're a total of about 800 full house triples. I would say boxed it. I'm talking about boxed it. There'll be about 800. Boxed it. I'm talking about boxed it. There'll be about 800. Also, about 800. I would say 800. About that. So about that. I'm talking about box. So for full house triple, there'll be exact. This should be correct. 800 minus 10. For the consecutive pair triple, it can be 9, 8, or 8, 9 also. So that means you can have 9, 8, or 8, 9. That's also consecutive pair triples. So it makes things complicated if you have this also. So that's if I did it correctly. There'll be about that much triple. So that means I will continue attacking the triple for LA pick 5. I'll continue attacking those triples for the LA pick 5. I'll try to make a detail of the triples. Again, and update if any errors on these equations, but that's how I calculate how many triples I would have for LA. So the rest of them I would calculate it as 6,400 triples. Now I'll count them as about that much triples, because the way I counted the triples, I counted them as 9, 8, 9, 8 only. I counted as a consecutive triple. I counted as 9, 8 only. I didn't count it as reverse, but I counted as 9, 8. For the full house triple, I counted as 1, 1, 2, 2. And for the rest of the triple, I counted as also 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, and so on and so forth. I count it as one. I count it as 1, way. So that's why it account to that much triple combined, about 8,000 triple, because I count it as this way. I count it as one way. I count it as 98, and for the forward triple, I count it as 00, 1122, and for the unique triple, for the different digit triples, not in counted as full house or consecutive pair triples, I have 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, 6, 76, 86, 96. About 600, 6,400. About, I'm estimating about that much triple. Doing an estimation. I don't have the exact amount, but I'm doing an exact estimation. And if you haven't done so, please do donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me for any game prediction at hyper_linkster@yahoo.com. And always remember, nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself.